Peace, family. Peace. I wanted to talk about something that's on my mind. Human beings keep giving their power away. I keep seeing it every day. Human beings giving their power away. So I'm going to start with a scenario for you to kind of gauge what I'm talking about. You are a drug addict and you're addicted to drugs and alcohol, and you attend a meeting, an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and there's a guy who chairs the meeting. Let's call him Matthew. Okay, so you're there with Matthew and 3 other people turn up. 3 people turn up and it's you, so there's 4 people in the meeting. And Matthew has a 10-point plan to get all 4 of you off of drugs and alcohol. But the other 3 people decide to take a religious route to get off drugs and alcohol. One decides to become a Buddhist, the other decides to become a Christian, and the other one decides to become a Muslim. And they reckon that this may be the best way in which they can get off drugs and alcohol. However, you choose to go with Matthew's 10-point plan, okay? You don't see these people for 6 months, and 6 months later, you all turn up at the meeting again, and you are clean from drugs and alcohol, and so are these other 3 people. And they sit down there and they say to you, the reason why I'm off drugs and alcohol is because my meditation with my Buddhism and me realizing that my body is a temple, it got me off it. And the other person says, oh, through the works and the power of Jesus Christ is the reason why I'm now off drugs and alcohol. And the Muslim says, oh, the reason why I'm off drugs and alcohol is because it's haram and Islam is the one that showed me the light and the way. And you say, 10-point plan. Matthew did it. Matthew helped me. So which one of you now in that scenario is the right one? Which method is the best to get you off drugs and alcohol? Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, or Matthew? And you could sit around arguing amongst the 4 of you which way is the right way and the correct way. However, the common denominator in that situation would be the human being, you. You would be the reason why you are on or off drugs and alcohol. You decided to follow the 10-point plan. You decided to become Christian. You decided to become a Buddhist. You decided to become a Muslim. You, and you. We keep giving our power away to an outside source when the person or the energy that is the reason for these things is us. And if you don't realize that the common denominator is you, and you don't realize that it's your energy and not to give your power to outside sources, then you will always be giving your power to outside sources and not recognizing your own power. Now, that doesn't mean to say that people cannot guide you to realize your full potential. I was guided to realize my potential. However, I'm not going to say this person is the reason. I'm the reason I reached my full potential. This person guided me. Same in this scenario. People have said to me, oh, Sarah, you've helped me do things, realize certain things, and I would be a guide. That power that you have to realize your potential is yours, and I don't want it. Because you don't understand, and we don't understand as human beings, that energy, that power exists within us. That is my power, okay? And you have yours. And I don't want access to your power and gratitude for your power. I don't mind gratitude and respect for guiding you to realize your power, just like I would give the people who guided me to realize my power honor, gratitude, and respect. If I want to take Matthew out, who'd organized a 10-point plan, I want to take him out for a drink every Saturday night, then so be it. If I want to give Matthew some money, so be it. However, don't give Matthew the power and say Matthew is the reason and start praising Matthew and start giving Matthew everything, because then you are giving your own power to somebody else when you are the one that decided to follow Matthew. You are the one that decided to follow Islam, to follow Buddhism. You did it. And we don't realize that. So we stay giving our powers and giving our energies to things without realizing our full potential. And I think human beings find it very scary that they could be the reason for their situation. They could be the reason. So they prefer to say, oh yeah, it was God's work. It was Matthew who helped me. No, it was you. And you need to realize that. And so what happens is, or what should happen as a human being, you should surround yourself with people who utilize you and understand you and guide you to realize your full power. And you should do the exact same thing to the people that are around you. Don't take credit for their power. However, guide them to realize their full power. And that's the reason why I surround myself with the people that I surround myself with. People like a Joint Vision. The guy who does my my videos for Sarah's Corner or the Lost Tapes, or anything you see that's like of real quality. I've known that man for 20 years. And I guide him and he guides me. There's no ego in it. I know that he's guiding me. I know this. And he knows that I'm guiding him. He knows this. And so we now, within that symbiotic relationship, understand that there's no ego. I'm not going to take credit for his work, and he's not going to take credit for mine. However, I am going to honor him and respect him for guiding me, and he's going to do the exact same thing. And that is why I feel like, that guy, I'm going to be friends with him until I die. Right? And those are the type of people you should surround yourself with, people who are going to guide you and you're going to guide them. Because what happens in this life is that people feel like there's no reciprocation within a relationship with the person that they feel like they're guiding. Somebody may feel like they're giving everything and the other person isn't. And so relationships break down. So you need to surround yourself with people who are not going to drain your power, okay, but are going to guide you to realize your power. And realize the energy within you. It's your energy. It's your power. Don't give it away. Use it. Respect the people who helped you to realize your full power. And just go with it. And that person who helped you to realize your full power should not be jealous when you flourish. Because they understand that they are also part of the reason you're flourishing. Okay, not the reason, part. And you should realize that they are part of the reason you're flourishing. Don't give them full power, because the energy is yours. The power is yours. And that's what I want the family to kind of understand. It was just on my mind today, because I keep seeing people, basically what happened is, a religious person knocked on my door. They were a Jehovah's Witness, and everything that was coming out of their mouth was, basically giving power to something else. And it kind of annoyed me, and I had a conversation with them, and I was just like, you don't understand your own potential. You don't understand your own power. And so, you don't understand that you're the common denominator within all of this, like we are. And once human beings realize that the power is theirs and the power is within them, there will be a consciousness shift. There will be a global consciousness shift when human beings realize, you know what? We can't give our power away. We are the powerful ones. Okay? And, religious people won't like that because, they say, God is the all-powerful and all this kind of stuff. But no, we are the powerful. We give power to God. And that's what people don't understand. Because if we stopped praising God, God would be a non-entity. Okay? God wouldn't exist without human beings. That is a fact. And people say, no, human beings wouldn't exist without God. No, God wouldn't exist. If human beings did not acknowledge God, what would we be talking about? How would there even be a God? If human beings cease to exist on this planet right now, who's speaking about God and giving God power? No one. We do it. We say, yeah, God, 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 God. We give the power to God, 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 God. The animals are just doing what they're doing. They're not sitting down, every Sunday or every Saturday praying to God. Just doing what they're doing. They're running on like autopilot. This has got nothing to do with God. Human beings are the ones that give power to what you call God. If we started giving that same power to ourselves and realizing that that's who we are, essentially, God, I say in quotation marks, then we will become a better people and we will treat each other as gods. I know that may sound a bit crazy to some people. We will treat each other as gods and realize each other's power and not mistreat one another, because we're all the same. We all have the same potential. So this is my message today, is to stop giving your power to an outside source and start giving it and realizing it yourself. Start giving it to yourself. Start aligning yourself with people who also realize their own power, okay? And guide them and let them guide you. Peace, family. Peace.